Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I keep forgetting to say good afternoon because you're on Eastern time, but sorry about that. So, Coach, you had a open week last week as you prepare for Penn State. Can you just get us started with your thoughts on what you accomplished last week in preparation for this upcoming game?
Well, our open day came early, so we were still trying to search ourselves out as a football team. Work on fundamentals, eliminate miscues that we had in that first contest as far as ball security, and just doing things the right way. So it was more or less a continuation of camp for us, to tell you the truth. We got back to work. We practiced 4 good hard days and went out there and made the most of them. Got on the road a little bit recruiting, and now we're here prepping for Penn State.
Coach, thank you. We'll go to our first questions from Josh Moyer with the Center Daily Times.
Hey, Shawn, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. You've been involved in college football for about 25 years now, and you spent a number of years in the SEC. So in that time, I'm curious, how often have you seen a talent like Saquon Barkley? Can you compare him to anyone, and how do you prepare for him?
Well, a big, strong, physical athlete. I've had an opportunity to see a lot of good backs in my time, and he ranks right up there. He's powerful. That's the thing about it. He's just got so much strength, and you've got to game tackle this guy. You've got to rally to the football. I don't think anybody in college football can bring him down alone, and that's a huge, huge compliment to, the strength and conditioning staff up there. Just what a tremendous amount of just the body control and the strength they put into this young man. But Barkley's a true talent. Can't really compare him to a lot of backs because he's just so physical, and he's going to be tough to handle.
Josh, if you had a follow-up question, you can go ahead and ask.
Yeah, Shawn, I'm just curious, how do you try to kind of mimic what he can do, in practice, on the scout team?
How do you try to mimic it? Well, we try to take the very best player we got, the most powerful player we got, and put him back there in the backfield, and just run their plays. Listen, we've got to go defend their scheme, and then of course you got to overcome the athleticism that he brings along with it. But we've got to be in the right fits and the right mindset. We've got to be in the proper calls and go out and just eliminate our mistakes. There's not a whole lot you can do in mimicking a guy like him. I'll tell you the truth. It's just not. He's at a class above a lot of guys, and for us to mimic him would be it's crazy. But we've got a back that's going to run hard this week. It's going to prepare us, and as long as we're making our fits and getting to the football, hopefully we'll be okay.
Thanks.
Yes.
Josh, thank you. Our next questions will be from Rich Scarlola with the Reading Eagle.
Good morning, Shawn. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Shawn, how would you compare Penn State's team speed to those you saw in the SEC?
Well, I don't really like to compare. That's a question for the fans. They can run. You can see across the board. I think their secondary is very, very talented and skilled, and they can match up with pretty much anybody in the country. You take the big back like Barkley right there. He's got good speed. Is it great speed? I don't know about that, but he's just so powerful. They're comparable. They're up front. They're strong and physical and fast. You probably don't see the big-time pass rusher that you see typically in the SEC, but, man, they're a good football team. They're a solid football team. There's a reason why they're ranked where they're ranked. Coach Franklin has done a great job in getting the talent there to Penn State and implementing a great scheme. And man, let me tell you, they've got players all the way around. So they match up very, very favorably to any SEC team that I faced.
And if I could follow up, Shawn, I know you didn't schedule this game, but what do you hope your team can gain by coming up to Pennsylvania and playing Penn State?
Well, I tell you what, gain. First and foremost is a win. You probably sit there and laugh on that scenario, but we're coming up there to play this football game just like any other. We got to come up there and we've got to execute both offensively, defensively, and special teams. We need to eliminate a lot of mistakes that we had in our first ball game, and try to build our football program. This is a great opportunity for us to go up there against one of the top-ranked teams in the country and measure ourselves right up against the very, very best, whether it be their coaching staff or their players on offense or defense or their special teams. So we've got a lot at stake for our football program here. It's a great venue to be playing in front of. It's an opportunity for us to be, I think we're playing on the Big Ten Network, so a lot of people are going to see Georgia State football, and we're going to go out. And, win or lose, the Penn State's going to know that we came up there to play a football game. I can assure you that.
Thank you.